Good evening. Welcome to the City of Surprise 2022 State of the City. Can you please stand if you're able and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for all being here. It's great to be able to come together again. It's been 3 years since we've gotten together to hold this event in person. But we haven't slowed down. And it's due to all the hard work of the city employees and my colleagues sitting up here on the dais. Vice Mayor Klein, Councilmember Roland Winters, Councilmember Patrick Duffy, Councilmember Ken Remley, who could not be here tonight, Councilmember Jack Hastings, and Councilmember Chris Judd. Thank you to our outstanding city executive team, led by Bob Wiggenroth, as well as our city council appointees and department directors who are with us this evening. Some of them are sitting right up there, and some of them are sitting here. I'd also like to welcome some special guests. First one is Arizona State Senator Rick Gray. He's on his way. He's kind of like Councilman Williams used to be when he was on the council. But I'm going to recognize him anyway because I wish he was here because I'd like to embarrass him a little bit. But this current session will be his last session in office. And I'd be remiss not to utilize this opportunity to thank him for his years of helping Surprise at the state capitol. Much of our success with legislation has been due to him. Thank you, Senator Gray. I'd also like to welcome Arizona State Representative Joanne Osborne, who was up on the dais. I thought she was going to be the mayor of the day, but thank you for coming, and thank you for all the help you do with the legislation, Joanne. Also with us today is Austin Rowe, on behalf of Congresswoman Debbie Lesko, Central Arizona Project Board Member Ben Graff, Dysart Unified School Governing Board members. Tracy, is Tracy here? She's not here yet, okay. Joe Grant and Crystal Chaffin. Dysart Unified School District Superintendent Quinn Kellis is also with us this evening. Thank you, Dr. Kellis, for being here and for the strong and solid partnership you have built with the city and the successes you bring to the school district. Lastly, I'd like to welcome all the boards and commissioners that are with us tonight. They do an outstanding job and they're volunteers. And they really have helped build the City of Surprise. So thank you very much. They're sprinkled around here. The State of the City is about celebrating the city's accomplishments and highlighting what's to come for our community. It's not about me, and I'm not going to give you a riveting speech like 7 years ago, because it really isn't about me. It's about our staff and what they do to make this city a great city. So there will be a video after I get done speaking here. The past couple of years have shown us that we can have ups and downs, action and drama. It also showed us that the plot twists truly bring out the superheroes of our great city. There's a famous movie line, quote, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get," unquote. But with careful planning and great stewardship, Surprise saw some sweet victories this year. Let's take a look at a cinematic journey through some of our recent accomplishments. you build it, they will come.
They will stay at one of our 8 and soon to be 9 hotels.
They will live in one of the 2,600 single-family homes or 7 multi-family projects coming to Surprise.
They will shop at one of our fantastic retail stores and upcoming 700,000 square foot shopping center.
They will work in our growing number of medical, office, and industrial complexes.
The people will not only come, but they're already here. The Maricopa Association of Governments estimates Surprise at 150,000 residents, and U-Haul ranked us as the number 18 growth city in the nation for 2021. With beautiful new neighborhoods, top-notch recreational amenities, and a safe, connected community, the people will most definitely come. Let's take a look at our best features of the past year.
Doc Brown and Marty McFly didn't need roads where they were going, but we'll need them here in Surprise as we continue to see development take off into the future. Last year, we issued more than 2,600 single-family home permits. We also saw a surge in multifamily home growth unlike ever before. A statewide shortage in housing supply demands new development and affordable options like multifamily products. In 2021, there were 445 multifamily units permitted within 7 different multifamily complexes in the city. Surprise is also working with Maricopa County Housing Authority on a senior affordable housing complex with a veteran's preference in our original town site. This new complex will be close to the Surprise Senior Center and the county's existing affordable housing complex, Heritage at Surprise. With people moving here at the speed of light, we have to remain focused on creating jobs to maintain a thriving community. The Phoenix Metro West Valley has seen jobs and investments come in all along the Loop 303 in recent years, especially in the form of industrial. There was an unprecedented increase in developer interest over the summer. In just 120 days, industrial developers acquired the final 400 acres in the 2 square mile area of the Surprise Railplex. This influx of activity will generate an expected 3,000 jobs in the next 18 months. To create a sustainable community, it's important to remember that our actions of the past, along with our decisions of today, will determine our future. So we're going back to the essentials of planning to best prepare for the future. This spring, the city's general plan update will kick off. The general plan guides the city's development by expressing our values and goals and portraying the community's vision to create an overall sense of community. The plan is anticipated to go to council for adoption in December 2023 and then to the ballot for voter approval in 2024. And next year, Surprise will start the formal redistricting process to ensure equal representation for our residents. This will be guided by data collected in the 2020 census. In addition to planning, we are taking action to respond to the current needs of our community. With our northern area continuing to see a lot of residential growth, it was a big win in July to open a new section of Happy Valley Road from 163rd Avenue to 147th Avenue. This is an important connection for our northern residents, providing a contiguous east-west connection to Loop 303. Our northern residents also got news that a Fry's at Asante grocery store is coming soon on Pat Tillman Boulevard near 163rd Avenue, along with a retail pad for more shops, bringing new conveniences to our area growth. To balance our city's growth, we updated our trash collection schedule this year to even out the number of homes serviced each day. By adjusting the collection schedule, the city was able to avoid accruing costs associated with purchasing additional sanitation trucks and hiring more operators to service new customers. We're also being wise about protecting our natural resources. With an elevated drought level in effect for the Colorado River system, the city has enacted Stage 1 of a newly updated drought preparedness plan, which means residents can see an increase in water conservation messaging from the city. Due to Arizona's priority system and our diverse and robust water portfolio, our city supplies will not experience a reduction at this time. But it's important to our future that we will be responsible with our limited resources. One of the ways the city is planning to educate residents on water conservation is with a new xeriscape garden on the City Hall campus. It's expected to open this spring thanks to funding support from Arizona Department of Water Resources, Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management, and United States Forest Services. The garden will be a multifunctional space showcasing the beauty of arid landscapes while promoting responsible and sustainable use of water through both tours and self-guided materials. It will also function as a beautiful space to host events with a built-in amphitheater. Great Scott! There are a lot of great things happening in Surprise. What started as a flirtation with new trendy retailers grew into love actually, with stores and restaurants boldly declaring, "Surprise, to me, you are perfect." Over Easy moved into the In-N-Out Plaza and City Center, giving us an Arizona original breakfast and brunch spot that's rated one of America's best brunches by Travel and Leisure. SK Lounge also moved into City Center. This locally owned wine lounge and cocktail bar offers Vietnamese-inspired appetizers. Another locally owned restaurant, the Toast Craft Kitchen and Cocktails, brought modern American food to Bell Road and Cotton Lane. You don't need subtitles to enjoy A to Z Polish Market. All you need is an appetite for authentic Eastern European food and goods, including a full deli with ready-to-go traditional Polish and German items. On the sweet side, Crumble Cookies and Boyer Bakery brought their delicious baked goods to the area near Litchfield and Waddell Roads. Boutique coffee chain Black Rock Coffee and popular hamburger restaurant Whataburger moved in near the new Costco at Prasada, but that was just the start of what was coming. At almost the last scene of 2021, there at the City Center's doorway stood Simon CRE with a huge proposal. The developer revealed plans for a new 700,000 square foot outdoor power center along the Prasada 303 corridor. The new regional retail center will be the largest project of its kind on the West Coast to be built in more than a decade. It will include much-awaited retailers such as Total Wine, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Marshalls, and Five Below, and restaurants such as Barrio Queen and Oso Brewery. There will also be a 61,000 square foot entertainment concept with bowling and movies called Fat Cats. As the Prasada corridor and nearby Sterling Grove community build out, a new grocery store is in the works. A Safeway supermarket will anchor a new shopping center on the northwest corner of Cotton Lane and Peoria Avenue. Construction is anticipated to be complete in early 2023. Entertainment venues have really turned up the heat in Surprise. We recently saw the openings of Dungeon Gaming Center, Badass Axis, and Player One Arcade. In 2021, there were 298 commercial permits issued, which accounted for more than 1.1 million square feet of commercial space. If you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that the retail amenities you love actually are all around. In the heart of our community, amongst the brains of Ottawa University and the courage and commitment of the leaders at City Hall, we are witnessing the transformation of the magical land of Surprise City Center. The Kansas City Royals player housing facility called The Fountains is now complete next to the new Texas Rangers residential facility. A new Marriott Spring Hill Suites is in development, which will give us 4 hotels in the city center area. Plus, Ottawa University's residential campus has grown to 1,000 students. Successful downtowns require strong live-work-play components, and high-density residential projects are an important catalyst to generate the development activity and get the ball rolling. There's new construction happening on the corner of Litchfield Road and Statler Boulevard as crews work to build Alta Surprise, a 312-unit multifamily development with community amenities that include a clubhouse, pool, game lawn, and more. This is one of several multifamily residential projects either under construction or in development review currently at Surprise City Center. At the southwest corner of Bell Road and Bullard Avenue, a new 204-unit condominium project called The Springs at Stadium Village by Continental Homes is being developed. It's not just residential that's transforming our downtown. There's retail and restaurants and art. Oh my! The Quarter at Surprise City Center, a planned 78-acre mixed-use retail project by Surprise Center Development Company, now has Prasada developer Simon CRE signed on to help with marketing. This project will attract new mixed-use development along Bullard Avenue near Bell Road, leveraging the tourism, community festival, and social activities already bustling around the Surprise Civic Center and spring training campuses. Art is also expanding at City Center, with a new original art piece coming along Bullard Avenue this winter. Bloom Where You're Planted by artist Brad Oldham is designed as an 18-foot-tall mirror-polished steel saguaro cactus. The piece features spring cactus blooms that will be illuminated at night. As a tribute to our city's founder, Flora Statler, her image will be located in the back of the cactus, visible through an open Dutch door, inviting visitors to approach and share their dreams and wishes with her. And at Surprise City Center, there's no place like home for City Manager Bob Wingenroth. He started back as our city manager in December after previously serving as Surprise City Manager from June 2014 to November 2018. Bob is a wizard with finances and worked with City Council to move the city auditor out of his chain of command and into a council-appointed position to provide more independence from city operations. Surprise also got a new police chief in May. Benny Pena filled the spot. He came from Peoria, where he served as a deputy police chief since 2014. He also served 25 years with the Phoenix Police Department. City Council and city leadership is always looking for how they can best serve the residents of Surprise. So we can all proudly say, there's no place like home. Our 2017 Go Bond mission has been a success. Fire Station 304 was finished in January 2021, located in the city's growing northern area on 163rd Avenue near Happy Valley Road. It was a much-needed improvement over the temporary modular fire station that served that area for many years. Each bond project also had 1 1/3% of the budget set aside for art. At Fire Station 304, a colorful mural of a fire truck was painted on 10-foot wall panels. In front of the mural is a 6-foot-tall bronze statue of a firefighter on a 2-foot platform. In July, all of the bond-funded pavement preservation projects were completed. One of the biggest projects paved 15 lane miles on Bell Road from 134th Avenue to the eastern city limits. September brought another fire station opening. This time it was Station 308 on Cactus Road near Litchfield Road. This station is key to serving the growing industrial complex in the area and includes a hazardous materials response unit. As you drive into Fire Station 308, you will see the art piece Courage Walk 308, a series of metal panels that spell out the word courage, paying tribute to the critical operations that occur within the facility and the men and women who provide these services. Greenway Road improvements were substantially complete in July. This project finished the south half of the road from approximately Cotton Lane to Saraville Avenue, adding 2 travel lanes, turn lanes, sidewalks, and a traffic signal at the intersection of Northwest Ranch Parkway. And we are currently moving into the Public Safety Readiness Center. This is a multi-use facility for police property and evidence, centralized storage of police and fire emergency equipment and supplies, and police training. For training, it incorporates defensive tactic rooms, use of force and de-escalation training simulation, locker rooms, and classroom and administrative spaces. The outside of the center has a concrete inlay that depicts a saguaro blossom and cactus wren, the state flower and state bird. These projects were in addition to those completed in 2020, including the Waddell Road improvements, Litchfield Road improvements, and the Public Works Operation Facility. Bonds. Go Bonds. Mission complete. Since Surprise basically has 500 days of summer, recreation is big in this city. Sterling Grove Golf Course opened in February last year. The 18-hole Nicklaus-designed golf course was the first new golf course to open to public play in Arizona since 2016. In the beginning of March this year, the clubhouse opened with a restaurant, spa, event rooms, and meeting spaces. We also completed the new Floyd Gaines Park ball field in 2021. The ball field was relocated from its original location with added amenities, including a lighted field, netting, fencing, restrooms, and a lighted and paved parking lot. Surprise families now have access to more fields and recreational spaces, with Dysart Unified School District opening 13 elementary school fields last year to the public after school and on weekends. A new multi-purpose park is coming to the southwest corner of Greenway Road and Parkview Place, north of Countryside Recreation Center and Elementary School. This park will be primarily used to facilitate youth and adult sports. Construction is scheduled to begin in the summer of 2022. In late 2022, Surprise Community Park will get some improvements. On the north side, we are adding a paved parking lot with lights and a second restroom. At the lake within the park, we are making pathway improvements and installing a concrete lake edge. While we are looking forward to new and improved recreational amenities, you can watch some of our amazing recreation we already have and views of the White Tank Mountains with our new City Camp. Check it out at surpriseaz.gov/citycamp. Surprise has a very special band of superheroes to guard our galaxy, the Human Service and Community Vitality Department. This team brings support to those who need it most, especially through the Surprise Resource Center, a community hub for social services. In 2021, the Surprise Resource Center served nearly 11,000 individuals with assistance for food boxes, workforce development, benefit assistance, and more. The Community Action Program at the Resource Center provided rent and utility support to 1,671 households in Surprise and El Mirage, with over $5.7 million in assistance thanks to funding support from Maricopa County. Last fall, the city announced a new public-private partnership with Mustard Seed Ministries and a new leaf to establish a housing support center in Surprise that will offer 7 units of temporary housing for women and children. A new referral-based coordinated entry site will also be located on the campus for both men and women experiencing or on the brink of homelessness. This project is targeted to open late 2022. The West Valley Veteran Success Center will celebrate its 1-year anniversary of launching in Surprise this April. This collaboration between multiple organizations and agencies provides connections to veteran supportive resources that exist across Arizona and helps to troubleshoot barriers to accessing those resources. In summer 2021, we were able to provide more transportation options for veterans. Valley Metro's Ride Choice program, which offers Surprise residents discounted transportation options, was expanded to include veterans. The program now also allows for greater income limits. We also recently celebrated the return of normal hours and programming at the Surprise Senior Center, which offers hot meals and a variety of activities for seniors age 50 and better and adults with disabilities. Daily programs include games, crafts, tournaments, and more. Protecting the health and well-being of our community is truly an honor. Each production takes talented and hardworking people to make it a success. In 2021, we saw those efforts recognized and celebrated. Here's a look at some awards and accolades.
Our city is known for a lot of great things that make our community desirable and special. But there is so much more to come. You could say that this production is far from wrapped. You might even be asking yourself, hey, is this heaven? No, this is Surprise, Arizona. Wow, what great achievements here in Surprise. And as they say, the best is yet to come. And again, thank you for all being here. And just as a quick end note, I'd really like to recognize Jake and Sean and Virginia, who is the Director of Communications, for putting this video together. What do you think? All right. Thank you, and enjoy the party outside. I think you'll really enjoy it.